Indeed, it's a regrettable incident, as you have said, unprecedented, because in normal diplomatic relations, it should have been a demarche to engage with the ambassador on the comments that he has made, and then take it from there on both countries. But it has happened. We have now to follow all the diplomatic protocols and processes.
A reaction from South Africa after the US decided to expel the country's ambassador in Washington, D.C. The drastic move has been prompted by Rasool's remarks in a webinar where he described the Trump administration as leading a global white supremacist movement.
It has happened. We have now to follow all the diplomatic protocols and processes to facilitate the smooth return of Ambassador Rasool to South Africa and work on the transition on this matter. It is also regrettable because he was at a very advanced stage to prepare for the special envoys, to reset the relations and so forth. But we are now where we are. We have to work with what we have, and that is what we'll continue to do, because we believe the relationship between the two countries is mutually beneficial. It is strategic. It has to be maintained.
Pretoria says it's still keen to engage with Washington, D.C. in maintaining good relations.
He was working very hard to prepare for that, to prepare the ground for that. So this has scuttled all those. So obviously it's back to the drawing board to look into how do we transition into that. And as you have said, to engage with many countries of the world. During our foreign ministers' meetings, we have engaged with many countries across the globe, Canada, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, all the countries across the globe that are important for our trading relations. We have also seen on Friday, the President has hosted the European Union. We had a summit with the European Union where groundbreaking decisions were made with regards to investment in our country.
South Africa says US remains one of its key trading partners.
The relationship with the US, we think that we still have to continue to engage, open the lines of diplomatic engagements, because as you have said, it's a very important trading partner. About 601 countries invested in our country that are creating more than 100,000 jobs in South Africa. So the relationship has to be handled delicately from both sides. And they are not only, we are not only benefiting from American companies, but also the American economy is also benefiting from companies from South Africa invested in the American economy. More than 6,000 jobs that are created by companies from South Africa that are invested in the American economy. So it is important that the relationship is handled with care and with delicacy. It's unfortunate that we are on the receiving end in terms of the tweets that are not helping to mend the relationship. But as South Africa, we think it is strategic. It is important for the G20, for the global standing, and also for trade. But we think that we will not compromise on our principles and values that are enshrined in the Constitution, the values of the shared values that we have with the US, including the important imperative that the Constitution says we need to do in terms of transformation for our country.
Ties between the US and South Africa have worsened since President Donald Trump cut US financial aid to the country, citing disapproval of its land reform policy and of its genocide case at the International Court of Justice against Washington's ally, Israel. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.